in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other. And if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. You still got to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Flatline for the ninth time. I'm on a first name basis with the afterlife, and there's no ceiling when you're the demon. I dug myself out of the dirt for a reason, and I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die, knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right where I began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die, knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die, knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. But it's not enough. You that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. 4 quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, go feet. Ready.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First down from the 42. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
To the sideline he goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. Gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down. With that big shot, they wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Now it's Lance. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Cut. Ready.
Back to throw. It's Lance. Complete beyond the marker. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Pennick's going to throw straight away. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Penix on third down. Escapes the pocket. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, a run to Robinson. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. Second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Third down, it's Penix. And that ball's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Aubrey puts it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air, Lance. It's a screen to Barkley. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Red, cycle, block 40. Hut.
From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Spike, 60. Ready. Spike, white. Set.
Here's Lance. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10.
Seahawks.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
And they're on the 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's taken down at the 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Penix on 1st down. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
Positive that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, read our key, read our key. 70 Lion. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 range, 70.
Penix here from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Shotgun snap to get to Robinson. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. The run on 1st and 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Ready, 18, 5, 70, take up.
Penix looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
You ever in our defensive meetings this week? That's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's going to line up in the red for this play back at the 8. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions and now push them to 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
14, Falcons 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Set.
He's got it on the bootleg. And this caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Throwing off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
45. Wide. Hut.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here.
Ready. 10 black. Green jack.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 24 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Trouble, 38.
Looking to throw, Lance. Fits it through the middle. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
6 yards. First down, Seattle.
Okay, ready?
All set now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be in 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
On the double. Red, cycle. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Throwing it again here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through and up for a 1st and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Henry. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down. And this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Ready.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. 52 blue.
Here's another for him. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Ready.
3rd and goal. One of the biggest moments of this NFC title game.
22 down.
Lance. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. His return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Pickup brings up second and 4.
Here's Penix to throw. Flush out now to his left. He can run it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
On first down, here's Penix. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Penix to throw again on second. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Penix facing a third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here we go on fourth down with Penix. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
You know, Kate, I don't
is
think I've ever met a
turnover down.
defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down, a run with Barkley. Well, a lot of effort there, partners, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 ready.
To the air, lands. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Ready, ready. Black 50, drill green. Cut, cut.
Shotgun now on third down. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He has it at the 13. And he houses it on the return all the way back for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
They have a because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And in my opinion, partner, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
I'm with you because it is so hard. I mean, it takes instincts, it takes intangibles, it takes greatness. I think it's Dante Hall and Devin Hester and those guys have made it look easy at times, and it is not easy, especially to house one.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, they got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Shot. Ready. Set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Yahya Diaby brings him down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a block that can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Taken in by Norfant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Now here he goes. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead.
Michael Dixon.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Good offensive. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down. Penix here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Falcons have the football, playing for their season here. They're trailing. Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Back to Pitts it goes. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10.
Here's Robinson up the middle. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and he's bounced outside and ends him 7. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's going to fight forward and get him. Touchdown! The Falcons now within one score in the fourth. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line.
The score is Seahawks 29. Falcons 23.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's Lance now. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring back this third down.
You just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
That finds Bash complete. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
2 yards.
They get 22 out of that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First down.
Here's Lance. Finds Mims. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Pick up. It's second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
They know what's up, 'cause I never gave up. All I know is going to keep this damn button.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready. 10 black. Set.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Ready. Drill, 52. Ready.
They go to Barkley again. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seams and get through it before that window could close.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Let's go. 52.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
Ready.
They're going to run with Barkley. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Ross sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
Set. Ready. Striker. Black 40.
They'll try again with Barkley. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
On the set.
Third and goal. One of the biggest moments of this NFC title game.
Come on. Set.
He'll throw it. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth.
Seahawks.
Here's the Seahawk offense ready for another shot at 2 points.
Let's go now.
First goes motion run.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. He'll only just stay out of his own end zone, down at the 1.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize the defense and give them that swag when the defenses stop them.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings up second down.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
Throwing, Penix. Eyes top. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Third down, it's Penix. Escapes out to the left. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10.
Penix on first down. He's got London left side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons need to score quickly. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Penix is going to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Now to throw. That one complete to Pitts. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
It's on the turn, the ball's out, he lost it. Disaster averted, thank goodness. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look.
That's another.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any...
And he hits the end zone, touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons trim the deficit down to 5. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Ready?
Here's Saquon. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. With the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Set. 33, yellow. Set.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 45, white, ready.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.